questions, the first thing I'd say is don't do it alone. Now, I realize there are some churches or Christian fellowship groups that would not be a place where one could doubt. But I think for the most part today, what you would find with Christians on campus is a much greater openness to wrestle with those issues. And so I think just about the most important thing is don't do it alone. Find others who can wrestle with you. I mean, when I talked about my college experience and grad school experience, what I didn't mention was that I was not alone. I had others who were right in the middle of these questions and doubts with me, and we were thinking together and challenging each other, and that was absolutely essential. Uh, I think another thing I would say is don't ever think that you're the first person that's come up with this or nobody's thought this through before. I remember I used to think that. I was so no, I never heard anybody talk about some of these issues when I was around 17 or 18. Oh my gosh, I'm the first person who's thought up the problem of evil. Well, it turns out some others had too. So so it's sharing not only with flesh and blood people who can walk with you, but sharing in the larger community of thinkers who have wrestled profoundly with these things and who have so much to say and can give so much permission as well as help in the process. That's an interesting question that I've never quite thought of. I mean, because I know for sure God is a God of love, I don't think God is looking down upon one who doubts with, hatred or anger. In fact, God who knows our hearts, I think, would look upon one with compassion. Now, I had, sometimes doubts are real, but they cover certain sorts of behaviors or choices that we really don't want to deal with. So I'm doubting my faith because really I'm wanting to do something with my life that I know isn't going to honor God. And so I think God's response, knowing all of that, would be mixed. But I think God wants us to know Him. At the same time, I mean, God lets us doubt. I think it would not even be impossible to say sometimes God can be the one who is stirring up that which leads to doubt, because God wants us to grow and grow in relationship with Him. I think now, I can see this as a parent with my own children, sometimes I could make things so much easier for them. But sometimes I let them struggle with things, not because I don't feel compassion, but because I know it's going to be better for them. Now, obviously, there are times too I intervene. I don't let my 2-year-old run out in the street. But I think God not only looks upon us then with compassion, but also with the wisdom to know that sometimes we need to go through these things in order to know Him better and to serve Him better.